All right, second video of the night. I saw that. No, I probably have referenced it a couple times, but I need to make a video on it anyway. So, first legal lesson I made in probably forever. I just haven't had time to do it. Um, well, global report and legal lesson combined. Well, I just want to start off by saying a big W to Florida. That's what I'm going to say. The rest, keep watching. Welcome to the Global Report, and welcome to a legal lesson combined with a global report. I don't know why I decided to just do that. I figured I should have done this before, but I decided, fuck it, I'm just going to do it anyway. I want to say a big W to the state of Florida. A big W to my homies in Florida. Someone born and raised in Massachusetts. I do have to say a big W to my homies in Florida for this law that has gone down there. So now Florida now has a law now, and actually they have for quite some time, but of course, the Supreme Court kept screwing around with it and whatnot, and how they go, oh, you can only execute murderers and executing non-homicidal crimes is bad. Well, now Florida decided, well, fuck you, we're gonna pass a law, make it a death eligible offense. So child rape is now a capital offense in Florida. Good. That is an amazing thing. And you know what? I think it should be mandatory that a fucking child rapist or molester is executed. Now, literally, you guys, I literally just spent 40 minutes previously making a video on how I'm a fucking Marxian economic person, and I'm further left than the modern left. I'm far left. I'm a revolutionary socialist. Yes. Okay, but let me tell you something. When it comes to heinous offense, when it comes to heinous crimes with real victims and real permanent physical, psychological harm, I am one brutal fucking bastard, especially when it comes to pedophiles, rapists, and murderers and stuff. There is no other crime that is there is no crime that is more heinous. There's no crime that is more heinous and despicable than sexual abuse of a child. It is the most atrocious, depraved, and the most disgusting offense, and the most heinous and horrible thing that you could do to a child, that you could do to just a child, a human being. It's the most disgusting thing imaginable. It's literally like murdering someone and letting them live. That's what it is. Now, obviously, murder is unforgivable. It's considered the utmost serious crime because you're taking a life intentionally. But with child rape, I think child rape is actually worse than murder. And a lot of people on my channel have said that, including Forbidden Giorno, who's from Florida. So no, I say this makes me respect Florida more than I did. And you know what? Listen, politics aside, I am the person that I put politics aside. We shit on Ron DeSantis all the time on this channel. Even Dark Reaper does. We all do. Okay? We call him out for this stuff, but you know what? It's time to put the politics aside and give credit where credit is due. This is a good thing. This is a rare instance of finally a government has finally said, screw you to the bleeding heart liberals, and we're not going to stand for it. And the most heinous crimes committed against a child is going to be death eligible. That's a great thing. And I don't care. I know there's a lot of liberals that probably watch this channel. Guys, I'm further left than a liberal. So you think I'd be this uber liberal bleeding heart person and everything because I'm further left than the modern left. I'm so far to I'm so far to the left that I shit on liberals. But here's the difference. I also think the rule of law should apply because I don't let my politics affect the fact that I think that heinous criminals and the people who actually harm innocent human beings and their families and threaten society should be punished extraordinarily severely, up to including death. And yeah, I do believe in death in the most extreme circumstances. If you're anti-capital punishment, I mean, listen, there's a lot of reasons to be against it. I mean, you could get the wrong person. There's 4% of people on the U.S.'s death row that have been proven innocent. I understand that. But when it comes to We know they did it. We know they're guilty, and they're guilty of the most heinous, most disgusting, and most atrocious, sickening offenses humanly possible. That includes molestation of children. That includes rape. That includes things like serial rape. That includes like anything. But this is particular. This is the rape of a child. I mean, just oh my God, just I don't even want to even say that phrase, that even that legal term, because it just makes my stomach turn. I want to fucking vomit just even saying it. But what do I think should happen? I think they should be executed. I think that a person who does that to a child does not deserve to live and breathe the same air as everyone else does. The rest of us civilized folk shouldn't breathe the same air as that person. That person should be put down and should not be alive anymore to do that to another child or to another human being ever again. And we can provide the most irrevocable penalty possible, which is death. And I would say bring back the fucking electric chair for them. Bring a fucking guillotine and fucking guillotine these scumbags. Because in all honesty, like I always say, the only good pedophile is a dead pedophile. And that's what I fucking believe in. Because here's the thing. Even though I'm a leftist and I am a socialist, I am not so fucking bleeding heart and I am not so up my own ass about my politics that I'm going to excuse that. And when there's actual crimes and actual victims and real life harm that goes on in the world, I'm not going to look differently about that and say, oh, well, we should feel bad for the person. It's like the sympathy with the criminals. Fuck that shit. I don't fucking believe in that. I don't believe in that. Because that's the thing that makes the left look bad. And that's why I try to break that spell about the left. That's the reason I do it as a leftist. The reason that I do that is because it's bleeding heart, things like that makes the left look bad. So no, pedophiles are the scum of the earth, and they should be executed. They should be put down like the filth that they are. They should be scrubbed from the face of the fucking earth like the fucking scum that they are. That's my legal lesson when it comes to pedophiles. When it comes to pedophiles, when it comes to rapists, when it comes to any of these fucking scumbags. If you do that to a child, you are no good. Even if you commit rape against an adult, you should also face death. You are the scum of the earth. If a person says no and they continue, you are the scum of the earth. You're destroying a life, and by that, whether it's a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. You're a horrible, fucking, disgusting piece of fucking filth and waste of fucking human existence and life. You should be fucking buried 6 feet under. You know what my grandfather said before? People like this, they should be buried in the sand in a beach and have the tide go up to them and have that happen to them for like 6 hours, like where the tide goes up and down. Yeah, my grandfather has said that before. And you know what? I completely agree with him. So no, Florida did a great thing. And you know what? And if any kind of person on the Supreme Court or some other legal entity says, Florida, you can't do that. Well, I hope they challenge them, and I hope they do that, and I hope that they do this and say fuck you to the system because the sympathy should be for the victim and their families, and fuck the monsters that did it, because they are monsters. And that is the reason why the death penalty for the most heinous criminals, when there is 100% clear evidence, we know they did it, we know they're guilty, we know that there's 0% chance of rehabilitation. I'm a mental health worker, and I have experience working with adult and juvenile sex offenders. There were some that were involved in minor things, and then there were some that were involved in some heinous things. Like some were involved for like juvenile, like in school misconduct. And then there were others that were, just what they were, and, pedos. And I was, even thinking, even me at that time, I was thinking, oh my God, I want to punch this person in the fucking face. And then I was like, it's like, I'm a mental health person, and I believe in helping people. I believe in help. I believe mental health is necessary. We need more mental health workers in the world. We need more social workers, psychologists, and everything in this world with a public mental health crisis around the world. We need this type of thing. But there is no rehabilitation. There is no reform. There is no any kind of mitigation or anything like that for a fucking child molester. There is no justification for this. There's no excuse for it. They have no morals, no dignity, no standards. They have no rights whatsoever. In my opinion, a pedophile doesn't have rights. They should be considered dead walking and dead when they are given whatever it is, the whatever you want to put them, injection, hanging, fucking execute, whatever, the electric chair. I'd say electric chair, perfect, because you put them in the chair and they fucking fry them, and then they'll really feel it. But Zach, you're such a bad liberal. You're such a bad leftist. First of all, I'm not even a liberal. But Zach, you're such a bad leftist. Oh my God, I can't believe you. As a leftist, you're even saying this type of thing. No, I'm saying it because I can put my politics aside on other things, and I can say, well, no. With the rule of law, you need the rule of law. And I'm not even going to put my politics into this because I don't want to do this. But listen, if you want to put politics in here, here's what I will say. The rule of law is what makes society go round. Without the rule of law, there is no freedom. There is no society. There's no nothing. There is just chaos. There is just lawlessness. Okay, so socialism is about society. In order to have good societies, you need good economics. Yes, obviously, that's what I advocate all the time, obviously. But you know what else you need? You also need the rule of law. You need the rule of law, and you need to actually punish the real criminals. Here's what I believe in. If it has a victim, yes, make it a crime, punish it severely. If it doesn't have a victim, don't make it a crime. Just leave it alone. Whether it's drugs, prostitution, whether it's like fucking someone possessing 2 pounds of fucking cocaine, whatever, leave them alone. Okay, maybe not 2 pounds of cocaine, but if there's someone has like an ounce of anything, and weed should be 100% legal. Your prostitution, make that legal. Who cares? Sex work should be completely legal and regulated and everything. I don't care. Let that happen. If it doesn't have a victim, it shouldn't be a crime. If it has a victim, it should be a crime. And this is a crime that has a victim. This is a crime that destroys lives. Not just the life of the victim. Well, it does with the victim, number one, but it does with the families around. It has a rippling effect. It is a crime that is a crime against society, a crime against humanity, a crime against just every single iota of morality and decency. And the only way to alleviate that problem is to put them down like the scum that they are. And obviously, I believe that there should be life with no parole for the most heinous offenses, but there are some crimes that are so evil and so horrible that not even life without parole would be sufficient enough because they're still breathing and they shouldn't even be allowed to fucking breathe. And yes, child molestation is one of them. They do not deserve to live on this earth. The irreparable harm, the disgusting, the atrocity, the sickening, disgusting actions that they have impacted on their victim, that is why they do not deserve to live. Fuck these scumbags. Fucking execute every single one of them. Take every single pedophile and fucking fry them like the fucking scum that they are. Fucking fry them on a grill. Fry them in an electric chair. Fucking hang them by a fucking noose. Fucking firing squad. I don't care what you do. Inject them with poison. And make them really fucking feel it. I don't want them to just get a shot and they go to sleep. No. I want this to be fucking, they suffer the same way they made their victims suffer. That's why the electric chair, I think, is the best execution method. It's the best execution method. Okay, in all honesty, with the death penalty, I don't care. In theory, I really don't care because really the end effect is all that matters. As long as they are dead and they can no longer reoffend, that's really all that matters. But in this instance, when it has such horrible and heinous suffering, the scumbags deserve to suffer in the worst way possible. So no, pedophiles are one of them. A big W to Florida and a big fuck you for pedo defenders an apologist for pedos, fucking Hunter Avalon and fucking Vosh and other scumbags like that. Yeah, you're a fucking scum too. You deserve everything coming your way too. So no, a big W to Florida. Kudos to them for doing this. Great day. I hope they do this. I hope they fulfill this, and I hope they get every single one of these fucking pedo scumbags off the streets and into a body bag where they belong. May they all be made to suffer the only fitting penalty for them, which is death. 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 Well, that's about it for now. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I know, second one of the night, another spontaneous video. It's like when I got an idea and I'm on my laptop, I got an idea and I'm passionate about it now. I'm gonna whip out that laptop. I'm gonna start recording. I'm just gonna start doing it. Anyway, I'm going to be streaming at noon, so I better probably get some sleep here in a little bit. So I want to go get at least some sleep a little bit so I can wake up. I told Steven to wake me up at 10 so I can be up and stream and all that by 12 and probably stop around 2:45. So anyway, I'll see you all later today, and including in my next video. Look out for it, more stuff on the way. Until then, stay safe, stay well, stay classy, and as always, keep fighting and keep on rocking. Till next time, take care of yourselves and all of each other. Good night and peace out. So long.